Yo, what's cracking, people? It's another edition of my show, The Stuart Dahl Show, starring yours truly, Stuart Dahl. I am coming to you live from my house right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where Winnipeg has reached their current temperature of 19 degrees, and it's supposed to be a low 6 tonight. And it looks like so far it's supposed to be fairly nice weather for the weekend. Maybe seasonal or a little bit above seasonal temperatures, but I'm not gonna complain, type of thing. What else? Now let's just get right into my show. I've already started back to one of my sports, bowling. This is through Special Olympics Manitoba. I start back to swimming, I believe, next week, October the 8th, and then my first swim meet of the year is November 28th at Pan Am Pool. And for you YouTubers that may be on YouTube that are from from right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Pan Am Pool it's just on Poseidon Bay. It's right by Grant Park High School. Not that hard to miss. Yeah, but if you're one of those people that are like, where's Pan Am Pool? And sorry to make fun of people like that, but some people that are just like don't have any sense of direction, or just either they just don't use their brain, and they're just sometimes completely stupid in the head, in other words. So that's one sport, two sports that I've started going to be starting back to. I've already started back to bowling. I start back to swimming next week, and then I don't start back to curling till November the 1st. But that's typical. But oh well. Usually usually I do well in all. I do normally well in all three of my sports. I do well in bowling. I've been the top person in lane number 9, which is the lane that I bowl in for the last, I don't know how many years I've been bowling, despite me being the only male for the last maybe 3 seasons until my girlfriend's friend who's a male too. So there's two males in our lane. But despite that, I'm still the top person in my lane. Not I'm not bragging or anything, but a little bit, because you know what? Sometimes some like I have that right to do that, because I have the highest average amongst everyone in my lane. And I'm not saying that my fellow bowlers in my lane are good bowlers, but they are. It's just sometimes some of them do not take the time whatsoever when they go up to bowl when it's their turn, and they're like, and like 90% of the times, on their balls go right in the gutter. And I can name one person in particular, but I won't name that person, since this is YouTube, and that, and we people on YouTube, such as me, do not go around bashing people, making stupid ass comments, and stuff like that, type of thing, because we're not the type of people to do that. But there's always the haters out there, but oh well, whatever. Big whoop. What else? If some of you do not know what this Saturday is, this Saturday, October 3rd, is German Unity Day. And for you people that do not know what German Unity Day is, it's a national holiday which is held in my home country of Germany every October 3rd since 1990, since Germany reunified a whole country after being divided for 28 years because of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was constructed on, I believe it was August 13th, 1961, and it came down in November of 1989. And then Germany didn't fully reunify as a whole country till the following year. And this is and this is stemming from World War II. Like 6 years of the most terrible conflict in human history. There was like in World War II, like there was so much blood and carnage, and on a scale never imagined before. Like for example, the Western Front saw some fierce fighting, but the most fierce fighting of World War II was conducted on the Eastern Front with Germany and its allies, Romania, Italy, its Axis allies, basically pitted up against the Soviet Union, and I think German Unity Day. It's a day to remember. I think to remember those who have died trying to escape East Berlin by climbing the Berlin Wall, and some of them were killed in doing so. Like, for example, 18-year-old Peter Fetter. He unfortunately died at the foot of the Berlin Wall, like right on the edge of it, between East and West. And the thing is the police in West Berlin were not allowed to intervene whatsoever. I'm just thinking this is when I was watching this documentary on the Berlin Wall. I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of bloody stupid. Like, why wouldn't the West Berlin police allowed to intervene, and try to help this 18-year-old guy, who literally was dying at the foot of the Berlin Wall between East and West. But the thing is like after World War II, we got like the Cold War and that. The United States and the Soviet Union, were basically it was basically the clash of two, ideological systems. You got the capitalist West pitted up against the communist regime of the Soviet Union and its satellite countries, such as including East Germany. Because after World War II, Germany was divided up into four sections. In the west were the Americans, the French, and the British, and then to the east was the Soviet Union. And the reason why the Soviet Union got the most territory to the east of the Oder-Neisse Oder-Neisse River line was because they were the ones that took Berlin first, and they were the ones that went on top of the Reichstag roof and planted the hammer and sickle flag of the Soviet Union on top of the Reichstag. So yeah, sure, they earned that right, but you know what? The peace was not fully restored to Central and Eastern Europe for another 40 years because Germany was divided between East and West. And the thing was, and the same thing with the German capital of Berlin, it was divided up in the same parcel in the four sections between East and West. And the thing, those were some you think World War you think the darkest chapter in German history was from 1933 to 1945 when the then leader Adolf Hitler killed himself. But that was a dark chapter in German history. But another dark past was when Germany was divided, and the thing was is the East German government, headed by Walter Ulbricht, and head of the Communist Party in East Berlin, that East Germany was losing thousands upon thousands of civilians. Like, they were fleeing the Communist East. And the thing was, it was draining East Germany's lifeblood. So Walter Ulbricht said, "Hey, listen, this is the solution. This is the only way we're gonna solve the problem." And how did he do that? He built the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was first constructed. It was just concrete posts and barbed wire, sealing off all the east and west crossings in Berlin. And then over the years, they started building a more elaborate wall to keep, the Eastern German citizens inside East Berlin. Yeah, and you know that also in my mind is another dark chapter in German history because like the Soviet Union literally had a stranglehold on Central and Eastern Europe for like another 40 years till the Soviet Union finally collapsed in December of 1991. And Germany today is special to me in my mind because I'm a German citizen, because of my German heritage. It's special to me in my mind because it's a day for people to remember. Like I said, remember those who've died trying to cross to escape East Berlin. But it's also to remember, I think, in my opinion, to remember those who fought for Germany during World War I, World War II, and every other combat mission since the end of World War II. And I'll just name a few, like Afghanistan, Kosovo. Those are just to name some of the combat missions that Germany has been involved in since the end of World War II. And I think, it's Germany today, is a day, for Germans to reflect on the country's history. And for you people that don't know where I'm from in Germany, I'm from Lahr, Baden-Württemberg, Germany, which is situated in southwestern Germany, and it's about 45 minutes from there to the German-French border. And in a town that borders Germany and France is Strasbourg, for you people that don't know. What else? What else? Anyways, what was I gonna say? Week 15 of the CFL kicks off tonight with the Ottawa Redblacks facing the Montreal Alouettes, and then tomorrow night it'll be the Calgary Stampeders versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and then Saturday, I guess you could say it'll be a Wendy's doubleheader. It'll be first the Edmonton Eskimos versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and then the Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the BC Lions. And this is pretty much week 15 of the CFL season. And right now, it's shaping up to be a really action-packed CFL season, and which is awesome type of thing. What else? Week 4 of the NFL kicks off tonight with the Baltimore Ravens facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then on Sunday, these are the following games. The New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins, the Carolina Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts, the Cincinnati Browns versus the San Diego Chargers, the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys versus the New Orleans Saints in Sunday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Giants, the Oakland Raiders versus the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans versus the Atlanta Falcons, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Redskins, and the Minnesota it'll be Teddy Bridgewater and the Minnesota Vikings going up against Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. And then the St. Louis Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. Those are the games for Sunday. And then the Monday Night Football game this coming Monday, October 5th, it'll be the Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks. this is week 4 for the NFL. Excuse me, pardon me. Anyways, other than that, um, I've been I've been having a a pretty awesome work week, work wise. I'm glad to get back into the swing of things, when it comes to my sports and that, like bowling, swimming, and curling. It keeps me active during the fall and winter months. Like I still do dry land, for swimming and that, between strength and cardio and that, but I carry that over into the summertime. Like usually during the fall and winter months for swimming, if I do dry land, I only do 4 days a week, so like that's 3 days of strength and 1 day of cardio. But when the summertime hits, I do 5 days a week. I do 3 days of cardio. No, 3 days of strength and 2 days of cardio. So because I'm trying to keep myself in shape for swimming, but I'm also working on my all the muscles that I use for swimming, like my neck, my traps, like all my upper body, my lower body and stuff, like especially my lower body, because when I'm on the starting block, and that you really need to give like a good push and good streamline, and that, and just and under the water and then start kicking, and that's the key to any swim race. But yeah, I just do that, to keep in shape, for swimming at dry land. I do between strength and cardio and that. Usually for strength, when I do it 3 days a week, I work everything from my upper body to lower body. So that includes my neck, my traps, my like all the muscles in my upper body and all the muscles in my lower body and it helps me out in the long run, that type of thing. What else? Other than that, Thanksgiving's is coming out, is fast approaching. That I always look forward to Thanksgiving, my family's Thanksgiving dinner, because we always have the usual, like turkey, ham, all the usual Thanksgiving food and that. And then we also, for dessert, we have pumpkin pie and birthday cake, because we celebrate not only my Auntie Candy's birthday, which is in October, but my birthday, my birthday, which is October 16th. And at my family's Thanksgiving dinner, we celebrate my Auntie Candy's birthday, which is before hers, and then mine, which follows after. And that. What else? Uh, other than that, I'm just planning on um, chilling tonight, type of thing. Just relaxing at home, maybe watching some TV, working on my laptop, type of thing. And that, after a good day of work. What was I gonna say? As you all know, WWE Hell in a Cell is going to be held on October 25th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. It is the seventh. They will be the seventh event under the Hell in the Cell chronology. This will be the first time since No Way Out in 2010 that the WWE has hold a pay-per-view other than SummerSlam in Los Angeles. And for you people that do not know what Hell in the Cell is, Hell in the Cell, it's like a steel cage match, but Hell in the Cell, it's a 16-foot high steel cage, and it also has a steel roof on top, so that basically the only way you can win is by pinfall, submission, and that in the ring, but basically there's no disqualifications, no counts, so basically there's no rules in that match. So basically you can do whatever you want within the rules in Hell in a Cell match. You can smush your opponent's face up against the cold steel, you can do everything, That and one of the most extreme events in, I think, in the history of the Hell in a Cell. There was a Hell in a Cell match a long time ago. It was Undertaker versus Mankind in that, and they were on top of the cage, and then all of a sudden, Mankind was thrown off the top of the cell, and then not only that, went through the announce table. And I remember thinking, oh my God, good God Almighty, good God Almighty, oh my God. Like that's what we were all thinking. We were thinking like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, like, type of thing. We thought, Mick Foley was like done then, but he wasn't, type of thing. What else? Other than that, I just have to work tomorrow. Then it's finally the weekend for me, type of thing. Yay me! Anyways, what else? Before I end my show, I just want to take this opportunity to say, I apologize, to my fellow YouTubers and anybody else, I haven't been making it. I may not be making as many YouTube videos because, I'm gonna be busy with all my sports and that, but I'll try to do some, when I can, type of thing and that, because I'm busy between sports and work and stuff like that. I hope you guys understand, type of thing. But and that, what else? Well, that's about a wrap for my show. This has been another edition of my show, The Stuart Dahl Show. For you younger people, you stay in school, stay out of trouble, and you'll do perfectly fine. And for now, Alvida Zane, peace, bye-bye, and stay cool, my friend.